How's it going? I'm doing a quick little video if a true Southerner was president. Try to keep it under 5 minutes because I know some people have short attention spans, so I'm talking somewhat fast. First thing I do would be to end the war on drugs. It has been a wasteless use of money and has ruined many lives. After I ended the war on drugs, I would free everybody from jail or prison. There's three strike laws in some states that if you get caught smoking weed 3 times, you can end up spending the rest of your life behind bars, which I think is absolutely crap. This is not only to get more people into the workforce, but it also cuts down on the national debt because we're not spending people to arrest other people and not spending to take care of other people that are behind bars. In the war overseas, there's multiple wars we're going in right now that we have no real stake or interest in. I say pull all the troops home and make them defend our borders. Make it to where a grasshopper couldn't cross without getting shot. I'd cut aid to other countries. Take China, for example. We owe them money. We are sending them money for free to teach their kids or help with their kids. We have our own kids that we need to take care of. I'd kick all the illegals out. There's a big controversial about the whole illegal stuff. You know, we can't kick that many people out. Yeah, well, we can make them self-deport. And yes, they do self-deport. You can find reports of a lot of them leaving Alabama. That's the state I'm from. We had long passed the toughest immigration law in the country, and a lot of them left. I'd go past that. I'd make it even stronger. I'd have it where every school had to check the parents, make sure the parents were national citizens freaking before they could actually go to school. I'd give them 2 years to get out of the country. Before we would treat them as if they were Nazi invasions during World War II. Because they are foreign invaders. You have the right and left trying to call them illegals. You have some people trying to call them undocumented Americans. They are foreign invaders. They willingly and knowingly broke our laws to break into our country. For our school system, I would have the money attached to the kids, not to the district. If a kid wants to go to a different school, that money follows him. It does not go straight to the district. That way a kid can pick whatever school he wants to. It raises competition. The best schools will fail. The best schools will succeed. The worst schools will fail. That is capitalism. That's why capitalism is so great. You get the best out of the stuff. When it comes to jails, I would offer assisted suicide for people having to spend life behind bars. Like, look, man, you like coke or crack? Give you enough to kill you, freaking. That way, we're no longer paying taxes on you. I know it sounds cold-hearted, but you know, a lot of people spend life behind bars at some places at a cost of over $30,000 a year. No, yeah, 30, around 30. Some of them's lower, some of them maybe a little higher, but that's still a lot of taxpayers' money. I would offer assisted suicide for old people. Anyone that knows of Dr. Kevorkian, freaking was a guy that saw old people in pain and suffering for years. And he wouldn't just, would you like to die and take you out. Would you like to die, come back a week later, would you like to die? These are people not suffering from depression. These are people in agonizing pain that we force to live on. We wouldn't treat our animals like this, yet we treat our people like this. There's a question of pro-life versus pro-choice. I am pro-quality of life. If there's a kid born with 3 legs, 2 eyes, 3 legs, no eyes, 2 ears, and unbelievable pain, there should be a humane way of taking care of it. Euthanize the kid. It should be left up. Now that is the extreme circumstance. A lot of people will agree with that. If you got a kid born with no arms, 6 legs, no eyes, no ears, and a split tongue, there's some people, yes, that agree. But if you go to where they're just born retarded, freaking no, you shouldn't. No, I believe it should be left up to the parents and your physician. If you think the child's quality of life will be suffered or impacted in such a dramatic way, that should be up to you, and you should be able to decide whether or not you want that kid to keep going on. Because for a lot of people, I plan on having kids someday. If I have a boy, I want my boy to be able to grow up into a man, be able to take care of himself, not be a burden on others. So I wouldn't want to, that's just my opinion on it. I'd free up the markets. I'd end affirmative action. And I would also bring back freedom of association. If you have a store, you want to put only Chinkids, Asian people, want to serve a store that only serves Asian people, that should be your American right there. It's your place of establishment. You should decide who you want to do business with. Uh, and I think in Japan they actually have some places like that. If a company can stay afloat, it can stay afloat. If it can't, that it can't. That's capitalism. You serve who you want. I would give guns to kids. I know it sounds funny, but I ain't talking about, when I say kids, I'm talking about people that just graduated high school like Squeezy does. They have some of the lowest crime rates around because everybody knows that you want to break into somebody else's house because they all got guns. Would take all penalties away from, like I know in some states, if you don't graduate or you drop out, you can't get your license. That's bull. There should be rewards for doing as you want, not penalties. Because if you go in the street, tell somebody to jump or I'll punch you, they're not going to jump. Jump and I'll give you $5. They're going to hop right up. I'd cut welfare. I'd cut welfare like crazy. Sorry, I'm at that actually 6-minute mark, a little past what I thought it was going to be. So, if you have any other questions or any other views you'd like me to give my opinion on, I will. I was trying to keep this under 5 minutes, but please rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think if it's so that I was